Hey guys, just got done watching Tales from the Darkside Season 1 Episode 7 named Inside the Closet, which aired on the 18th of November 1984. Now the director of this episode was Tom Savini. Many people will know him as a legend in the makeup department in the 80s of such films as Friday the 13th, The Burning, Maniac, the original one, and The Prowler, as well as many others. So as soon as I saw that on the title, I knew this was going to be a good episode. And it was. It was fantastic. Basically, Dr. Fenner is renting out a room. He's played by Fritz Weaver, and Roberta Wise basically playing Gail Aynsley. She comes looking for the room and he says, no music, no boyfriends of all hours, nothing. So she goes, that's okay, I've just got my books and my projector. So he takes her upstairs and he goes, this is all yours, this room. It used to be my daughter's room. Now, as soon as he goes, used to be my daughter's, I knew something was up. I knew that something was going to happen. I was like, uh-oh. So, and she basically gets herself comfortable and he says to her, oh, that door doesn't open. That closet door doesn't open. And she keeps trying to open it. And it turns out that the key to her door opens that door. Well, she opens it up and there's nothing inside. She closes it up and she's laying in bed one night and she hears movement in there. And she basically tells Dr. Fenner, you've got a mice or a rat in there or some sort of animal, you know, that's in there. So she gets a mouse trap basically and puts it in there. Well, she hears a noise and she looks in there and it's gone. And she keeps telling Dr. Fenner, she keeps telling him, oh, but there's something going on. There's something in there. And he goes, there's nothing in there. You can't open it. It can't be opened. My daughter lost the key years ago. So there's a bit in it where Gail asks him what happened to his wife and she died, basically. And what about his daughter? And he goes, she's away. She's gone away for certain reasons, basically studying or something like that. And it's just a really creepy episode because you hear those noises and you see something run under the bed and hide under the bed at one point with red eyes and you're like, ooh. And basically she walks in there one day and it's a little bit open. She opens it. It's got all these kids' clothes and kids' toys in there and she puts her hand in there and the mousetrap snaps on her fingers. It's like, ah, you know. And it's really, really creepy. It's a great, well-executed episode. Fantastic story. Very creepy. When you see what's actually in the closet, it's amazing. It's 80s special effects, obviously. It's not going to be fantastic. And people will say, oh, it doesn't look good. But all you've got to take into consideration is it was the 80s and it's a lot better than some things. So basically, spoiler alert. This is a spoiler alert. Basically, Dr. Fenner is basically still telling her nothing's there, and the creature jumps out, scratches her, knocks her down on the floor, and pulls her in the closet. And you're like, what's happened to her? Where's she gone? So then the next thing you know is Dr. Fenner's talking on the phone to Gail's parents or parent. And he's going, look, I'm not a legal guardian, she just lives here. As he puts down the phone, he jumps. And it's because it turns out that the little monster in the closet is his daughter. And he lifts her up and goes, oh, and all this. And I was actually quite touched by that scene because it meant a lot to me because I was thinking, you know what? This poor little creature who's supposed to be a little girl, you know, she can't help the way she was. She can't help the way she is. Maybe she shouldn't attack Gal. But you don't know the situation. And that's the problem with a lot of these Tales from the Darkside episodes. You don't know how she ended up that way. You don't know why she's that way. You don't know, you know, it just, things like that annoy me a little bit. I mean, the episode itself is fantastic. It's fun. It's exciting. Very creepy. Especially a bit where Gal's laying in the bed and she can hear the noises and she's like this. It's really, really great. The actors are fantastic. And it just, the tension just rises. You know, it rises higher and higher and higher. And it just amazed me, to be honest. So I really recommend this episode. I give this a 5 out of 5. I don't care about the special effects of the creature because it was the 80s. You can't expect, I mean, that was like, what, 30 years ago? You can't expect them to be as good as now. And I wish people would stop moaning about that stuff. But even for then, I guess it was a little bit bad to a certain degree, but that still doesn't matter. I liked it because I appreciate it for what it is. So, if I had to say my final thoughts on it, I'd say it's got great acting, expertly done, a true horror story. You don't know what's happening. And I think the part where you don't know how it happened actually makes it more creepy to a degree. But I would have liked to have known how it happened and what happened. So, that's a little bit disappointing. But in 20 minutes, they can't tell you everything. It's a great episode. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching and thanks for joining me for this Tales of the Darkside reviews. And look forward to the next review coming up shortly. So, thanks for watching, guys, and take care.